Hello and welcome to episode 31 of Rebuilding Chelsea on FM23. I'm Jamie, and coming up on today's episode I've got two games for you. We're at home to Atletico Madrid in the Champions League and then at home to Tottenham Hotspur in the Premier League. Since you were last with me, we've played only one match. We lost 1-0 away to Fulham in the Premier League. Dennis Simon was in goal again, and as you can see we did lose, and largely he's to blame for that. He played extremely poorly. So with Unai Simon returning in goal for us today, can we turn it around? The full team for the Atletico Madrid game is coming up in just a moment. Okay, here is the team for you, and we begin with confirmation that it is Unai Simon in goal. Back four is Cucurella, Fofana, Antonio Silva and Reece James. Kefren Thuram at the base of midfield, Fernandes and Jude Bellingham ahead of him, Mudryk and Sterling on the wings, Benjamin Sesko up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, my assistant thinks we should be winning this match and that the team should make sure of it. So let's pump the fists and agree with him, and let's get into the tunnel. So I've got what can only be described as a terrible record against Brendan Rodgers. Why have you found it so hard to beat him? He's one of the best managers in the game. Do you think it's important to lay that particular record to rest? Well, if it meant we could stop talking about it, yeah, absolutely. Where are you looking for improvements after a disappointing match against Fulham? We need to score more goals. So I'm going to say looking for a reaction. Do you think the first goal will be crucial? Goals win matches. So yeah, absolutely. So let's get straight into the action. And as always, first 10 minutes we'll just see how things play out, and we'll take it from there. And we're halfway through that already, and we are on top. So I think I'm going to say nothing at this stage. I'm just going to hold off and wait until there's a concrete reason to say anything. Antonio Silva to Reece James over the top for Sterling. He's in behind, and Sesko's shot is an easy one for the keeper, and the highlight comes to an end. So I think we'll demand more now and see how that goes down. Reece James isn't playing that well, but he's on the free kick, and it very nearly resulted in a goal and has resulted in us being awarded a penalty. So are we going to get it after a VAR check? We are indeed. I wanted it to be Sesko. It's not. It's Fernandes. And Enzo Fernandez steps up. In fact, the keeper doesn't move, and it's in the back of the net. Enzo Fernandez has made it Chelsea 1, Atletico Madrid 0. So we're on the way in this one. Can we keep it going and get the result? So that lifts us up to 4th in the standings, but with only half an hour of the Champions League gone, it's a bit meaningless in this new group format, but still a nice place to be. So approaching the half time, it's still 1-0, and I'm going to ask them to go again in the second half, or words to that effect. We can definitely find another gear is what I'm going to say. So pump the fists. We can find another gear. Let's have a look at substitutions. The obvious one is Mudryk, and we'll bring on, let's have a look. Let's swap Sterling to the other wing. And we'll bring on Evan Nielsen up front. On the left wing. We'll take Sesko off He's not had a great game. We'll bring Mokoku on, continue his development. So just the 2 changes at half time. And we'll start the second half. We've got 3 more changes, 3 windows to do them in. So we'll demand more again. And this time it is Renan Lodi with an Atletico Madrid highlight. Lodi to Llorente. Carrasco comes forward. Silva blocks it, finds Reece James to Bellingham. Into Enzo Fernandez. Plays it over the top for Evanilson. His ball in, finds Mokoku. And he's got the finish to beat the keeper. And it is Chelsea 2. Atletico Madrid 0. So that's a great start to the second half. I'm going to take Enzo Fernandez off. Bring on Guendouzi. I am going to take Bellingham off. And bring on Xavi Simons. And I'm probably going to hold off making that final change for a little while longer. Cucurella to Guendouzi. Back to Fofana. Guendouzi to Thuram into Evanilson. Out to Sterling on the right. Into Mokoku. And he's got himself a second goal. It is Chelsea 3. Atletico Madrid 0. So looking good. And yes, we want to continue with the changes. 2, 3. So that's 4 made. It is going to be Cucurella. So I might as well get on with it and bring on Ben Chilwell with 15 minutes left. Reece James is going to have to survive the last 15 minutes. Guendouzi gives the ball away. Jimenez to Kondogbia. Into Buendia. Renan Lodi on the left. Gets to the byline, pulls it back. Kondogbia hits the woodwork. Cleared and out of play for a throw-in. Highlight comes to an end. We're into the last 10 minutes. Can we hold on for... Well, we'll hold on for a win, but will we hold on for a clean sheet as well? And the answer to that is yes, we will. Chelsea 3, Atletico Madrid 0. And I'll be back in a moment with the second match of today's episode. Okay, time now for the second match of today's episode and a home Premier League game against London rivals Tottenham Hotspur. Team for this one is Simon in goal, back 4 of Cucurella, Botman, Antonio Silva and James. It's Jude Bellingham at the base of midfield, Fernandez and Kefren Thuram ahead of him, Mudryk on the left, Sterling on the right and Youssoufa Mokoku up front after his 2 goals in the last game. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, my assistant thinks if we carry our last performance into this match we'll do well. I agreed with him last time, I'm going to agree with him again. So we will outstretch the arms and agree with him. And let's go into the tunnel for our pre-match tunnel interview. How will I look to build on an impressive performance last time out against Atletico Madrid? We want to keep playing well and doing the best we can. How are the squad feeling right now? We're confident, we believe in ourselves, and that's always really nice to see. Am I pleased that Harry Kane is out? It helps, but it doesn't mean we're going to saunter to victory. So let's get into the action, and fingers crossed we can end that recent run of form and continue with, or in fact break Tottenham's as well, because if they break theirs it'll be a draw. So neither of us, or I don't want to repeat either result that should come next. I want us to win this one and win it well. We've not started well though, so I'm going to demand more. And fingers crossed that will have the desired effect. But 20 minutes in and we've still only had one shot, although it was on target. So let's demand more again. And let's see where we need to improve. All over the pitch we're doing okay, but not spectacularly. Mudrik's definitely coming off at half time, and Makoku's going to join him. So it's going to be a double change at half time. Although Mudrik crosses it in, it's headed away. João Pedro for Tottenham brings it up to halfway. He's being marshalled and Thuram's taking it off him. Bellingham into Enzo Fernandez. Ball over the top from Makoku. He's in behind and he's put it wide. So his confidence is really not there today. That is half time, and I am going to go ahead with those two changes. So the fans expect to win. Don't let them down. I'm going to agree with my assistant again, and I'm going to make those changes. So Makoku off, Sesko on. And I'm going to take Mudrik off and bring on... In fact, I'm going to swap Mudrik and Sterling around. I'm going to take Mudrik off and bring on João Mario. And let's give that a go. So we'll start the second half. We'll demand more again. And let's see if those changes can have the effect we need them to. It would lift us back into the European places if we were to get the win. So we do need it badly. And it is Reece James with the corner. The header from the substitute, Benjamin Sesko, makes it Chelsea 1, Tottenham Hotspur 0. So the sub does have an effect. I am now going to take Reece James off. He's beginning to struggle. We'll bring on Vanderson. As Reece James takes a free kick now before he comes off, and it's just wide, so that's going to be his last act. Vanderson replacing him. Sterling is going to come off for Evanilson. And my final change is going to be Cucurella for Levi Colwill. As Evanilson's in behind, lays it in, and João Mario can't convert the opportunity. So with 5 minutes left, still holding on to a 1-0. We'll take that at the moment. And into stoppage time, there's 4 minutes of it. So Sutalo for Tottenham plays it forward. Kulusevski is outdone by Colwill, but he's played it straight to Kulusevski. Fernandez has won it back for us. Gives it to Simon. Silva to Bellingham. Vanderson into João Mario. Crossfield ball for Colwill. Can he look after it a bit better this time? No, he's lost it again to Kulusevski. Sutalo gives it straight to Botman. Bellingham to Colwill. This time he does find a blue shirt. Fernandez plays it through for Sesko, and he can't get it past Ugo-chan in the Tottenham goal. But we're in the final minute of stoppage time. Headed away from the corner. Thuram for Chelsea gets to the byline, crosses it, and it's headed away. Bellingham outdone by Kulusevski. And Botman wins it back, finds Antonio Silva. Colwill plays it to Evanilson. Enzo Fernandez through for Benjamin Sesko, and he shoots wide. That should be the final act of the match, And it is. It finishes Chelsea 1, Tottenham Hotspur 0. I'll be back in a moment to show you the league table and tell you what's coming up on the next episode. Okay, here is the league table then, and as you can see, with 7 matches gone, we've won 4, lost 3, we've got 12 points on the board, 6 behind surprise league leaders, Leeds United. So let's take a look now at when we are going to come back, and I will bring you back at the start of October, and I'll show you the Benfica game in the Champions League and the home Premier League game against Aston Villa. So if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for Monday to Friday Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.